I see a sword drawn.
I tap on Dirk's
Put your
shoulder
sword
and
away,
tell him
human!
And I put my sword away.
We're here to mean you no harm. Like I said, we're here to barter for some information. That's, you know. We found your name was mentioned that you would know the location of a certain object that we're looking for.
By who? Who mentioned my name? Who knows of me?
A few people know of you. You're quite well known in the Phandalin area.
Phandalin,
among the tribe.
Phandalin has been abandoned for years.
They're actually rebuilding it, Agatha.
It was abandoned when I was living still. They're rebuilding that.
They're rebuilding it.
Yeah.
It's actually looking to be a great village at this time, almost a town.
And who sent you?
A
distant relative wanting something?
No, just a friend. We're here to gather information. We're looking for our friend, and maybe the information that you have might help us find our
And
our
who
friend.
is the friend you're looking for?
His name's Gundren.
Gundren?
He's a dwarf.
Never heard of Gundren.
Have you ever heard of... Well...
You disappoint me. I was getting excited. I haven't felt this way in a long time, but I do not know this Gundren.
Okay. You might not. That's fine. Yeah. But we're looking for a certain item, location of the item, something about a spell book. Our friend might have been in search of it and come up missing, so we're looking for him. He might be at that location where that spell book is.
And...
Sorry, I can't do the voice anymore.
What do you have to barter? You said you wanted to barter?
Yes, we've got this object here. We were told that you'd be interested in trade for information of where this location of this item is.
Alright.
And I pull out the wrapped... I keep it wrapped, but I pull it out of my backpack.
Okay.
I peek over to look at this because I did not know about this. What does it look like? Can I see it?
All you see is a wrapped item in my hand. If you didn't see it before.
Big, small, long?
It's kind of square. Probably about 3 inches long, about 2 inches wide. Probably.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
You. What do you have to barter? Fork it over. Let's see if I accept your offer.
I'm not going to fork it over, but I'll let you take a look at it from a distance. And we'll see what information you can.
She hovers over towards you. And as she's hovering closer towards you, as you breathe, it gets colder. Yes, and you can actually feel the cold as you're breathing in. It kind of freezes your moist nose hairs as you're like walking into like a freezer or something.
I
so she looks
the
at
cloth to show her the coat.
Okay. She says, and it looks just like a cloth. Oh, and as you get it opened up, she goes, I like it. It is a beautiful silver comb.
Yeah.
I think this used to be mine many years ago. This was my comb. Where did you get this? Who sent this to you? Who sent you to me?
Like I said, a friend.
I lost this comb years ago. And she kind of disappears for a second. And actually, she disappears, and the torch goes out from the wind, poof, like a burst of air, kind of fills up the entire room, and it goes dark.
Dirt.
I want you to give me a charisma check, Rogar.
Okay.
Give me a charisma check, and you can add in persuasion if you are proficient.
I guess I'll also cast Dancing Lights.
Pretty high DC in the book. This is 15. We'll see what he rolls.
11.
So nothing happens. Everything is quiet. Still dark. And then you hear a voice kind of echo around the entire small cabin. And you hear, Agatha's voice. She tells you, I may help you. I haven't made up my mind. But I want to know who sent you.
Brother,
She's a friend. She's a friend, and she's a lady of the cloth.
Cut the friend bullshit. Who is this?
As I am a priest of Tyr.
It wouldn't have happened to been an elf from several weeks ago poking her nose around here, casting holy water, holding up a cross. It wouldn't happen to be this friend or acquaintance, would it? And this is all echoing throughout the entire chamber.
And I say, wow, it's like you actually know who she is.
Thanks, Dirt. Yes, this friend happens to be Elf, and she said that she was here before, but we are here on her behest to be a mediator, and also the information that you have will also possibly, like I said, help our friend Gundren that was searching for the said item also.
I do not know this Gundren that you speak of. Is this person of the temple? Is this the person who wanted you to bribe me with my own silvery comb?
I don't think of it as a bribe. I don't know how she came about it or anything else like that. We just know that we were told that you'd want to acquire this item. I do not condone if she took this in proper ways, but
right, we Willie.
Right. We hope that we'd be able to make a deal. Like I said.
One more charisma with persuasion. Sure. If he does another one over 10, I will probably go ahead and...
Shit, of course it's going to go lower.
I could be generous. Who are these travelers with you as well?
More friends.
You sure love to use this friend word a lot.
I say I'm Sir Dirt the Daring. I am the fighter. And the man that keeps this group alive.
Oh dear.
Oh boy. Who was the half-elf?
I am Vhey. I am eater of grubs. Do you know where any are?
There are many around the woods.
Oh, thanks. I think I'll go look for them now.
What kind of grubs do you want, though? Do you want the northern or southern Neverwinterwood fallow grubs?
Oh, either. Do you have both?
I like you.
I'm sorry, say it again.
She says, I like you. So, the figure appears again. And she says, and she actually has a smiling, a very huge smile on her face. And she says, "Very well. I know that you seek many things. Ask me one question you seek, and I will give you an answer to one question only." No, DMG, I got that. That's why they got it.
You want me to do it, guys?
I would so blurt out what's the meaning of the universe, but I'm not going to do that.
42, baby.
No,
42.
DMG, I got
42.
that. That's why they got it. So, and in fact, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah,
We would
I'm
like
sure
to
you guys
know
know.
the location of the spell book belonging to Bo Gentle.
She ponders for several seconds. I had that spellbook in my possession, but I traded it away to a necromancer named Sernoth. I believe he was from the city of, I think, Erebor. Come to matter of fact, yeah, that was over 100 years ago now. Oh, time flies by as you're having fun. I don't know what happened to the book after I traded it to him.
Your information will be helpful. At least it will give us a lead in where to search next.
What did you trade it for?
You look down, and the comb is out of the handkerchief.
Okay.
You can actually feel that it's a lot lighter. It was actually a pretty heavy comb because it was made of silver.
And obviously, you just took the comb, so.
And you can actually see her holding the comb, and she has this really big smile on her face. And then she tells you, "Thank you." And then she dissipates. And you actually don't sense the cold anymore either.
Okay. Did anyone catch the name? I'm sorry, I didn't catch the name.
Sarnoff.
Yeah, Tsernoth. Sernoth. Sernoth, I guess. From the city of Erebor.
Erebor.
Yep. Iraeebor.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm not going to have any trouble with either one of those names.
No. At least we didn't have to say Caravicus, right?
Sarcophagus. Crevice.
Crevasse.
Carciphagus.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I think we are done here, guys. Time to get out of here before. I think differently about this matter, current situation.
You didn't even ask him where Sarnoff was.
You had one question to ask her. You had one question. Well, you asked her a question. She asked you. You asked her. She answered you. So, all right, everybody gets to split 200 EXP. So now you got to divide this between 5 people. So everybody gets 40 EXP for this.
1,180.
Hey, what's up, Arvel dear? As everybody kind of heads into the place, I want you to give me a strength check. You can add in athletics as well.
What would that be? Swimming? No, just athletics. I have a macro for it.
A couple of them, Wee Willie. I did Ghost of Dragonspear Castle. You're actually really lucky because I actually had a higher DC set for that. But you are actually able to climb yourself out of this quicksand pit.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and can you get rid of that inline roll as well? Because I want to start seeing the...
I know. I haven't
rolls and
fixed all of my
modifiers.
macros yet.
Yep, roger that. No problem. You know, if you would have used my macros, on the character sheet, you would have been able to see the rules, but no
That's
problem.
annoying. I have to remember how many modifiers I have and all.
Also, we can't. Oh, I guess you can't make them on the bar
Sure.
because we don't have a token to click on right now.
Yeah, you're just yeah.
Ah, yeah. Well, you can actually go to your attributes and abilities, and you can.
Yeah, that's where I put mine.
Yeah, you can show them in your macro bar as well. Not only as shows token action. So.
Yep, I just fixed all my macros
Token
now.
macro, I think it is. All right, so
Alright,
you
I
guys
climb out of the pits.
You guys
stand up
got
and
an
go,
answer?
Hey guys.
She used to own the spell book. She gave it to a necromancer.
Oh boy.
I mean,
Well, you know, someone's got to know where Sarnoff is and where
If they
Erebor
would've-
is. I don't know where these places are.
If they
but,
would have asked for
you
the
know,
location
Necromancer,
of the castle, I would've gave it to
Necromancer's looking for this book.
I would've gave it
That's
to
not
him.
a good thing. Is what I know from Necromancers are bad news. So
I would have definitely gave it to him.
this book might be bad news. Might not be something you're looking for. There, Czar.
maybe
Not
later in
definitely.
our adventure.
Yeah.
No, necromancers are pushovers. We can handle it.
I think we should hike out a little bit and get out away from this place. So
Sounds
and
like
then
a
set up
fine idea
camp.
to me.
Yeah, you notice that whenever Orvaldir gets back to the group, he kind of comes slinking out from the shadows, and he is literally covered in just all kinds of mess. I mean, he is soaked, basically.
What
He
happened
is
to you, Rogue?
looks like he was in a mud hole.
Adventure.
What happened to you, Orville Redenbacher?
Adventure. That's what's happened to me.
Fucking hell, you're gonna die again, and we're gonna have to
I'm
bring you
jealous.
back.
I haven't even got to have my bath yet, and you're taking one now.
Yeah,
You always seem to disappear right when danger comes around.
exactly. It's my speciality. And my second to best
Stupid
speciality
rogues.
is killing it. Hey, shut up, shitface.
God.
All right,
You're not
get
the
us
one
outta
to
here.
judge. All
Let's
you're
go.
doing is
Guy
standing
with
in the
shit all
back
over
of
him.
fire.
And we're off.
All right, so you guys
Vhey,
want to
the
take
difference is I can wipe mine off.
you want to take the rest of the night and probably bed down and probably rest a little bit more.
I don't think we should be looking for orcs in the nighttime.
Definitely not.
I don't think we can make it back. I mean, is Conyberry is ruins? Conyberry, is it
Conyberry-
ruins or is it town?
It is. It's a town of ruins. So I mean, it's got quite a few several defensive positions that you could take up.
Could we make it back there?
Sure. Yeah. It's only about 7 miles. So. You
Okay.
could make it. You could make back to Conyberry. I mean, it's probably only about 9 o'clock at night. So you could probably get back by 10 o'clock.
We'll do that.
Yeah, you can get it back there by 10 and do the rest
We'll
of your...
jog back.
Oh. Da-da-da.
We'll make that in an hour. Alright, so we'll go back to Conyberry and set up camp there.
Okay. You guys
Should
want
I do
to set up watches, or
Yeah.
you guys want to discuss what you want to do next amongst yourselves, or good time for...
Well, we'll definitely
maybe
do
a bit of
that.
RP?
We'll
I'm
definitely
gonna go ahead and do
discuss.
a forge search on the way there.
See if I like her meal this time.
I'm gonna eat a Charleston chew.
You can find some of those grubs, Vhey.
Oh,
Find
yummy.
some grubs. Not too much for for other berries and everything. It's kind of a light night tonight.
Some fungus and some grubs.
You guys hustle it back, so actually it's gonna take you, I would say, you figure it's gonna take more than an hour. I'm sorry. So you figure it's gonna take probably a couple hours. So I would say 11 o'clock midnight. You can get back by then. sort of like a brisk hustle.
Moon's high in the sky.
Yeah, a brisk hustle.
Yeah, 2.5 to 3 miles per hour on a fast walk.
Yeah, so you can get there by about midnight. It's 7-10 miles, so you figure you walk 24 hours in a day with 8 hours of rest. So yeah, you can make it back by about midnight. You guys got a bunch of light scrapes and from the going through the thorns in the bush, and you're able to find your way back pretty easily.
Okay. I can help take watch this time. I don't really need to
I'm taking double watches. Seeing that I'm trancing.
And I'll do watches as well.
All right, you guys have find a really nice defensive position and a larger ruin. There's a little bit of a roof, so you can all of the the folks that are actually meditating and resting, they could actually sleep under that portion of the roof. Pretty nice night out. It's not raining or anything.
I'll be sleeping the entire time.
I don't think you've used any spells though, have you?
This is true, yes.
You're just being lazy and
just old.
folks.
Exactly.
So what are you guys doing? Anything or?
Me, Dirt, and Overdeer will do a watch. Oh yeah, we were going to discuss before we went to bed. Are we going to the old well, or are we going to Wyvern Tor? Wyvern Tor.
Wyvern
The wheel is on the
Tor.
way, so it might as well.
Well,
get
first.
Well, first, okay.
Yeah, well, first.
Let's see what's there.
Okay. It's roughly, let's see. It's about 20 miles, 18, 20 miles. You can get there by late afternoon tomorrow if you set out, at some,
Early.
have some breakfast. All right. Anything else you guys are discussing? Anything, or are we going on to the next day and seeing if there's going to be any encounters? Yes.
Right, remind me what we're doing at the well. I asked the group.
I think we're just investigating.
Yeah, just something about an
Looking
underdog,
around.
but nothing big,
That's something the guy at the orchard mentioned, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's actually it's not even a well. It's a ruined watchtower, like he was telling you. Just a lot of the prospectors in the area, in the low hills, they're mining for copper and silver. A lot of them have been being chased out of their prospecting sites by undead. Usually that doesn't happen.
All right. And we're on the way now. We haven't gotten there yet, right?
No, it's still
Or
nighttime.
Cabber.
You guys are
Still night.
You guys are still in Conyberry.
Oh, okay. We haven't left. All right. Very well.
Well, we gotta see
You guys are
what
gonna-
happens during our watch. Overdeer, you taking first watch then?
First, yeah. Then I'll take third and fifth.
Alright.
Then sleep double,
Ooh,
I guess.
we got a good idea
How do you
for
guys do watches? Like
ruins.
a 2-hour watch or?
Yeah, 2-hour watch. I do first 2 hour, sleep for 2.
I do too.
All right, third is taking one. I'll take another.
I sleep the whole time.
I'll take the one after Vhey. Because that's enough sleep for me. I can take the rest of the watches. I mean. So that's 8 hours, right?
Yep.
Good.
Love it.
Is there any rolls, anything, or?
Yeah.
1d20, right?
So, let me do. There's a total of 4 rest, right?
Yeah, Dave. There will be 4 watches during the.
Okay,
I
4
guess.
watches. Watch number 1. Who's got watch number 1?
I do.
Alright, so Orvaldir, I want you to give me a d20. Same thing. 18, 19, 20. Alright, Orvaldir. So, I want you to give me a perception check. And I'm going to do a stealth check for these guys. There's going to be a fight. Well, alright, so Arvaldir, I want everybody to mute me real quick, please. Everybody but Arvaldir. Alright,
There we go.
You hear a heavy footprint coming towards the camp. And sort of a... you can also tell that there are bones rattling, and these footsteps are rather heavy. And you sense that there are multiple footsteps. And it seems like you've actually been discovered, but you do hear these things coming towards you. You're not sure what it is because of the actual position that you guys are in. I mean, you're in a larger room, so I'm gonna say it's a 30 by 30, block. What most of the walls are up, except for the entire front. Now, what do you want to do? Because you're starting to hear this, and it actually it sounds as if you might hear a heavy breathing and snorting.
Ooh.
Sort of like a and then it's got a like that to it.
Can I do a
Alright, so
nature to
hold
see what this heavy breathing and noises is coming from?
You can tell that it is coming from behind you. Because it is ruins. I mean, there's holes in the walls and everything else.
Yeah. But what is it?
I'm not going to tell you what it is. You
Can I do a nature to find out what it sounds like?
I will allow you to do. Yeah, sure. I'll let you do a nature check. Actually, that sounds good. It's going to be a high DC, so I'm going to set the DC at about probably like 15, 16.